Well guys, it's been a great week. Matt, I appreciate you coming up, and Fred, thanks for giving us the time to be with you this week. It was great seeing Mark as well, catching back up with him. I mean, that guy, he's definitely a hard worker. I mean, he is 100% dedicated to what he does there. And seeing him kind of bring new equipment into his old ways, if you will, and continuing that growth of the company and growth of technology, I mean, it's pretty cool to see the owner of the company more or less have that interest and that forward focus, I guess, to make those moves to continue the growth.
It's really cool how we're here, guys. You know, like I know when Mark came to me about 4 years ago now, I think we're kind of inching close to that 4-year mark. It was late in 2017. He was really looking for something to kind of supplement the manned aircraft kind of workflow. And that's what he came to Microdrones looking to do. And, you know, we developed the MD LiDAR 3000 kind of hand in hand with Mark and the team at STC, and y'all have kind of grown it to this point, you know, going from the Mini Bucks 1 to the Mini Bucks 3. You know, it's really kind of refreshing to see that and how, you know, y'all have continued to grow and utilize this technology to the fullest. Yes, so I know y'all have done quite a few projects with this system over the last 3 years. You know, we're up here for a pretty special one working with a local university at High Point. You want to speak a little bit about the project and how y'all used the LiDAR 3000 for that project?
Yeah, so we got a call about a need for an as-built survey for their new entrance into the athletic fields. Once we got word of that, we reached out to you guys, and we got the mission plan to do a corridor mission, and we got out on site. Aside from the traffic and the congestion and everything, we think the mission went very smoothly. We took a look at the data, and the data turned out beautifully.
Sure.
I believe they're going to be quite pleased with their product.
I think so. It is, for me, it's been pretty cool to go back to High Point University. I've not been there since like the early 90s probably. Actually fairly early on in my surveying career when I had boundary research I was doing at High Point. It was like a little shortcut to downtown to the Register of Deeds was actually through the campus. Well now that's not an option. It's like there's security checkpoints and everything. I mean the place has really grown up into a completely different university.
So I know we plan, or y'all plan a corridor down Panther Drive with the MD LiDAR 3000. Can you tell me why, you know, it was the tool you decided to use for that particular project?
So the client calls us and there's a pretty critical deadline on this project. So we put our heads together and we knew that the MD LiDAR 3000 would be the right tool for the job. We could pick up every single detail that they needed.
What was the deliverables they were looking for at High Point?
They wanted a CAD drawing that included the contours and the planimetrics. They wanted a colorized LiDAR point cloud and an orthomosaic.
So you talked about a lot of the details you could pick up with the MD LiDAR 3000. You know, what specifically are some things that you see that you can pick up with that system?
A lot of clients want to see, you know, they want to see power lines. They want to see road signs. They want to see power poles. They want to be able to see those features in the product, and we can always count on the MD LiDAR 3000 to pick those features up.
Yeah, that's one thing that the 3000 definitely shines at is hard surfaces. The level of noise that's associated with that scanner is pretty thin, or pretty light. So anyway, hard surfaces, it's definitely something that it works well at as far as capturing the data and being able to reproduce the accuracy that's needed for those surfaces. One of the things that I came away with is that extra density is pretty impressive. I mean, you can pretty much map from the point cloud because everything's so complete and dense in there. So for me, it was pretty cool to see the change between the systems, you know, over 3 generations, more or less.
Fred, we really appreciate you and the rest of the team at SDC, Mark and Sue, and all the guys over there. So thanks for having us up here for sure, and we look forward to seeing what you guys continue to do with the 3000. You know, you can always give me a holler if you need anything.
Thank you, Matt.
I had a good time this week, kind of, I don't know, stepping back into the old stomping grounds, getting to say hey to everybody, John and Paulo and the rest of the crew. No, I definitely appreciate the time and effort this week that was put into this. I mean, it was cool getting back and seeing what everybody's up to now and knowing that everybody's still doing a great job and actually excelling. And you guys have, you know, moved into some newer things since I was there. So it's that progress is always great to see.